Chris here with Dash Cancel, standing here with Tony Acree, as it's pronounced, apparently Acree.
Sometimes we pronounce it Jenkins.
Or Jenkins.
Or Jenkins.
He is a best-selling author, and right now one of his books in particular, The Hand of God, is being made into a movie. Is that correct?
It is. It's about, and the book's about a bounty hunter named Victor McCain who finds out his only brother Mikey has sold his soul to the devil. He's given 24 hours to find a certain girl before the brother goes south. And what the movie folks like is the dark humor, the fast pace, high body count is pretty big. But Keith David, who starred in, I became a fan when he was in The Thing back in the day when I was young. He's been in Platoon and lots of other movies currently in Greenleaf on the Oprah Network. He's a fabulous actor. He's already signed on to be in the movie. So I got to write the script with my writing partner, Sarah Gardner, which is kind of
awesome.
fun. So if you go to the movie, if you've read the books and you go to the movie and you don't like it, you get to blame me because I wrote it. But because I got to write it, all the fans of the series are going to be really happy because we stayed really close to the books. And the movie,
which is a rare thing.
It is. The movie will be book number 1 with a little bit of book number 2 and a character from book number 4, Revenge, who I moved up because he was too fun not to have in a movie. So when you get to see the movie, Tank Bone is just a fabulous character. So, but it's been a lot of fun to be involved in the whole movie process.
That's awesome to hear. And, like you said, that you actually were involved in the writing process, which, most people just let the executives take over, and then, we all know what happens then. How is that different translating things to the screen, as opposed to putting them down in the book?
Well, the main thing is you got to be willing to kill your darlings because obviously you can't put a novel in a movie. So, and I had interest a couple of years ago, so I've had a couple of years to think about what I would do as far as toning down the novel. But the fun thing is you have to think more visually than you do inner thoughts. So It's like, and my writing partner, Sarah Gardner, is fabulous, and she's really good about helping to keep me on task. And then, quite frankly, you do a lot of rewrites. My producing partners, Brad Heiner and Mandy Fasten, we've had several script meetings about it. We went down to Atlanta, met Keith David to talk over the script, and I'm willing to do rewrites until we get it right. And whereas a novel, I might rewrite it 4 or 5 times, we're likely to rewrite the script 30 times. But I'm okay
awesome.
with that.
Yeah. That actually leads me into my next question. Is there something that you wrote into the movie, like when you wrote your book, you were like, oh, I wish I would have done that. Is there something in the movie that you were,
There is. Victor McCain drives a 69 Chevelle, and we gave Winston Reynolds is one of the other main characters. He drives a 75 Buick Skylark, which is fabulous. And Brad's like, you got all these really cool cars, but you got no car chase.
Right.
There is no car chase in my book. So I got to go out and write a really cool car chase scene.
Oh, that is awesome.
So I went out and watched and read the scripts for Baby Driver, for Bullet, for The French Connection. I went to make my own. So getting able to write a car chase scene was just so cool.
That's awesome. We're sticking with The Hand of God, but I mean, we see a plethora of books. Is there anything that you want to talk about in particular while I got your ear here?
Well, the great thing is Hydra Publications. I got movie interest 3 or 4 years ago, and I went to get my book rights back, and I bought the company. We've got New York Times best-selling fantasy writers, Hugo Award nominees for sci-fi. We've got a Pulitzer Prize nominee, a former Kentucky Poet Laureate. And the best thing is if you like just about anything, we publish it. But like Terror on the Tundra is our current best-selling book by J. Edgar Miller. It's about an apex predator that lands on the cover of, lands on the shores of northern Alaska. We've got brand new fantasy from Dylan Hogue, which is right here, The Blade of the Covenant. Virtue and Vengeance is a new fantasy novel, because when I bought the company, we were really lacking on fantasy novels.
Right.
We've really picked that up. Stuart Thaman will be here tomorrow. He's a best-selling fantasy writer. His book Shadowlith is another great book that we published. But, basically, if there's anything you like, drop by hydrapublications.com and take a look at our website, and you're going to find a lot of great things to read.
Sounds good to me. What about you all? Let us know in the comments. And, we're going to have to at least kind of mention the George Lucas thing.
Yeah, it started with my very first convention 4 years ago, and I don't think I look like him, but I hear it often enough that at some point this weekend I'll be wearing a sign that says, I am not cosplaying George Lucas. I've already had 2 people ask me today. And it's just, what can you do? If I got to look like somebody, at least it's not Jar Jar Binks, right? So, there could be worse things. And again, as I mentioned to you, George Lucas has been really nice about it. I wrote him a tweet that said, Mr. Lucas, you're a much better looking man than I am. I don't really look like you. And in the restraining order, his response was really nice. So, you know, we're doing pretty good.
It happens sometimes.
It does.
But Tony, great talking with you.
Nice to meet you.
Everything was great, and I'll be going home with this, and I will let you all know what I think of it. And then when the movie comes out, same thing. You might hear me yelling at him on Twitter, and then again, you know, might be praising him. We'll see what happens.
Bingo, Ringo. Nice to see you.
Task canceled.
Bye.